Therefore, since we have a great high priest who has gone through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold firmly to the faith we profess. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet without sin. Let us then approach the throne of grace with confidence so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. Have you ever felt like I started out this morning, I wanted to spend time in prayer, although I had a hard encounter with one of my children on something, and I was helping them be responsible in my mind, helping them be responsible what they need to take responsibility for, and not just put it off on somebody else. And yet, that God does that for me every day. He helps me to be responsible. I'd rather put it off on somebody else. And so I can sympathize. But Jesus, it says, can sympathize with our weaknesses. Even though he never sinned, he has been tempted in every way as us. He desires us to approach him with confidence. Even when we've blown it or we've had a hard encounter. And this morning I had a pretty hard encounter. I was disciplining in some way, and yet I kind of got angry. I got over stimulated or something, but yet I felt like I wasn't being heard, and so I had to say this with a stronger effort. Anyway, to say the least, I felt kind of bad afterwards. I felt like it's been hard for me to even pray because my soul has been so disrupted of this encounter that I had. I am unworthy. I'm just trying to be a good father, and sometimes as fathers we can be too harsh or too soft. But one of the scriptures that's really been a console to me, it's my go-to every day now, is Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not lack. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why? Because you are with me. And just the fact that God is with me, He understands our weaknesses. As the scripture I started out with, we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses. So in my time of prayer, Satan wants me to think that I'm not good enough to come to Christ. I blew it, I failed, I got overstimulated, I got angry. But yet, he said, draw near to him. It's during these times that we can both see our sin and we can see others' sin, we can see our challenges too. And we can have compassion on others because we know that we ourselves are sinners. So don't let anything stop you from approaching Christ, from seeking Him in prayer. I actually asked him what scripture he wanted me to turn to this morning, and I kept having this impression of Hebrews chapter 5. Yet it was Hebrews chapter 4 that I also turned to, which that he is a high priest, he can sympathize. So anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I hope that your quiet time is smoother than mine, but I hope you can be in your heart as much as I am this morning because of my own sin and failure.